Hi, welcome to my channel FarazDev. In this series of tutorials, I will teach you about PHP. PHP is a scripting language that is especially suited to web development. It is fast, flexible, and pragmatic, and it powers everything from your blog to the most popular websites in the world. You must have heard something about WordPress, which is a CMS or a content management system. It is built using PHP and it powers roughly 43% of the websites all over the world. And the rest, 67% of the websites, are built using all other technologies. So this is huge. PHP has very huge customer base. Okay, so it's worth learning PHP. So let's get started, and I will start with the definition of a scripting language. Well, programming languages can be categorized as scripting language or compiled languages. Well, a scripting language is executed at the runtime, while a compiled language is something that requires a compiler that translates our code into a machine code which is readable by the computer. On the other hand, scripting language does not require a compiler and it is not converted to machine code. It is directly executed at the runtime. So if you want to learn more about the difference between scripting language and the compiled language, you can Google it and find out more information about it. Well, coming back to PHP, which is a scripting language, it is just like a JavaScript. JavaScript is also a scripting language, and PHP is an acronym for Hypertext Preprocessor. PHP is widely used open source scripting language. It is free and it is widely used across it is compatible with almost all types of web servers. It is very easy for the beginners as a first server side language, so we are going to learn it. Let's learn more about what PHP can do for us. PHP can generate dynamic web pages. It can create, open, read, write, delete, and close files on the server. It can collect form data from the users and send and receive cookies via browsers. It can also interact with various types of databases such as MySQL, and it can encrypt data as well, such as passwords and other things like that. So why we are going to learn PHP? I have already mentioned the importance of PHP because it is widely used across the websites all over the world. So it is adding more on it. PHP runs on various platforms. It can run on Windows, it can run on Linux, Mac OS, etc., and is compatible with almost all servers such as Apache. PHP supports a wide range of databases. Right now, we are seeing it's the PHP version 8.1 that is the latest, and other versions are also available. PHP 7 is also available for different purposes, and we will start learning as a general. We will not learn deeply here in this beginner tutorial, however. So let's get started and learn how can we write a PHP script. For this, we will need a web server such as Apache, and we need PHP to be downloaded and installed in our system. Third, we need a browser or something like this to open up the web pages that will be produced by the PHP. I have already installed PHP and configured my web server, and I can freely run my PHP code and display in the browser. But for you, if you want to install, you can go to php.net and they will have the installation instructions on it. There are instead of installing the components individually, you can also install lamp server or for Linux, map server for Mac OS, and web server for Windows, which are also available for free over the internet. So I'm not going to teach you how you can download those applications. These are very fairly simple, and you can Google and download them for yourself by yourself. So let me go back to the code editor. This is Visual Studio Code, which is a recommended browser from from wide range of developers over the internet. And this is the file. As you can see, this is the web server configuration that I have already set up using Docker. So you can ignore all of the files and just look at this folder, which is PHP language. Okay, and let me simplify this for you. I can let me open this directory so that you don't get confused. Okay, so I have opened up this particular folder, which is a PHP language. It is inside my tutorials directory, and this is an index file. You might already know if you have came across the from front end languages. There is always an index.php or index.html or index.js file that is accessed by default from the directory there. Okay, so as you can see, this is the PHP file, and we write .php extension for it. And when we come to the file code, as you can see, the PHP code starts with this tag, which is an angle bracket followed by a question mark followed by PHP, and there is also closing tag, which is question mark followed by the closing angle bracket. So anything written between these two tags, this is the opening PHP tag, this is the closing PHP tag. Anything between these two tags is considered PHP code. I have written a simple statement here, which is echo default PHP language page. So let me go back to my browser, and it's running on localhost. The directory is PHP language. If I open this up, localhost, and then PHP language, you will see this particular message in the browser as well. So this is a simple statement that prints our message on the web page. Okay, so we will learn more about this echo and print more about functions later on, but that is just for demonstration purposes that we can write PHP in a simple way. It's very simple. We do not need to write anything else, just we include an opening tag and a closing tag and then write anything between them. Just to demonstrate, let me echo once more. Echo my new message, and when I go to my browser and refresh the page, you can see default PHP language page followed by my new message. You can also note the difference here. Although I have a line break here, a new line here, but this is not displayed in the page. So we will learn more about this later as well. So right now in this introductory tutorial, it's enough to get started. We will learn more about this in our later lecture. So if you have any questions about this, about setting up PHP or installing PHP, etc., feel free to share your comments, share your question in the comment section, and I will try to answer as soon as possible. Until then, take care. Bye bye.